I still can't believe that we have a house now. And this is going to be another video about how we went there. The first time it's just the two of us, without the realtor, without anyone else. And of course it's a completely different feeling when you've bought a house and come to see it for the first time on your own like this. In my last video we came home right after the notary, late in the evening with flashlights to our home. And it was a completely different vibe. It was in the evening. But in this video, I'll show what everything looks like during the day. I'll show the garden, basically everything. I apologize in advance for my sick voice. I was ill these days. Alright, let's not drag this out. Now you'll see the road from Milan to our place, to the village, to the house. Enjoy watching. Some new neighborhood. It looks like it says Ron, Fiera, Milan.
Well, that makes sense. This is just amazing.
Yeah, we just saw a fire literally not far from our house. So it turns out that here in our little villages, where for two, in a town with just 2 streets, there's an electric car charging station. Just so you understand what's going on here. It's a real village, and yet there are 2 electric charging stations. We could really use a charge for our car. We rented it. It's an electric car. We might not be able to do it. We'll have to charge it in Milan or somewhere else. Danil checked the app and it looks like this charging station should be free for us, but all this time we kind of thought that this brand was pretty expensive. You thought so too, right? That their prices are high, and well, let's see now if it works for us or not. But if we can also charge the car just a minute from home right now, and we don't have to stop anywhere to recharge it, that would be absolutely fantastic, honestly. Because we thought we'd have to set aside time to recharge it. By the way, we've actually driven this same car once before to La Spezia in Tuscany, right? And there the battery died on us and we had to do it at night. We had to stop on this street in some tiny little town to charge the car. We sat there for probably about 40 minutes just so we could keep going. I think we even had to stop again because it was a long drive and all of this was happening at night. Quite an adventure. It should light up if it starts charging, I think somewhere here. It had a light. Wow, it's actually working. Honestly, we couldn't have dreamed that in this tiny village there would be a charging station where we could charge this car. All right, as long as they don't make us pay extra later.
They actually did not manufacture us.
Well, you can't just charge for free at all of them, so yeah, there are a lot of charging stations, but of course we don't want to spend extra money. But it seems like this one is free. And over there...
Is it?
Well, there's a lot of water, yeah. So in our house, there are 3 entrances to it. Don't be surprised, I don't know why it's like that. And there's an entrance on this side and on the other side where the kitchen is, which I showed yesterday. As I understand it, they didn't use this door for some reason, and now of course we'll find out why. We decided to open all the windows to air the place out. Actually, when we first came in here, which was probably 2 months ago, it seemed like there was a strong smell of dampness, oldness, all that stuff. No one has lived here for a year, at least a year, maybe even longer, I don't know. And before, this house was actually used as a dacha. By the way, we have a shed. I'll show you everything now. You see here right at the entrance. I think it's so things don't get broken. So here's another entrance. There's kind of another room here with a sink. But the kitchen is actually over here. The wall has collapsed here. You're already on the 2nd floor, right? No ghosts up there? Not yet?
No, not at all.
And here's another entrance, which the door clearly shows. Listen, I have to say it's much nicer here during the day. The sun is even shining, by the way. We've got a bathtub, there's even a mirror with a sponge, and that's toilet paper. Okay, there's a plague here. Alright, that's an interesting sink. Yeah, everything is so low here. Either I'm just tall or everything is lowered. You kind of have to bend down. Well, yeah, it's not dark. It doesn't smell much. And look, the sink is low. That's how I do it. For grandma. Yeah, it's low for you too. I thought maybe I'm just taller than you. So are you ready to see our garden? Here it is, a part of it. That's ours. Over there is our shed. Our own. Looks like she already wants to go there.
We should check. There's some kind of chest lying there.
A treasure chest, yeah. Here.
Look, do you see this thing?
Yeah, there's even a light. Oh, you can even see the church over there. And it's ringing the bells. Yesterday, when we were looking at the house in the evening, at night, it was ringing the bells. Then look, there's something really cool here. In Italian, kaki means persimmon. Here it is. Look how juicy it is. I've already eaten one. It's very sweet and tasty. Of course, everything needs to be cleaned up here. Let me remind you, no one has lived here. The cans here are pretty mediocre. The garden is completely neglected. But here, I also want to show you there's a hazel tree with nuts. We've already tried them too. They're edible as well. Over there, we have a field. What, did you find a chest over there? By the way, there were quite a lot of mosquitoes in the evening. We'll need to do something to get rid of them. Well, first of all, of course, we need to clear all this out. All this grass. Film it.
There's really nothing here. Just some old stuff. Some kind of old bed. There's a chest here. A bunch of books over there. And apparently mice used to live there. Or maybe they still do. And there are books there. There are books there, and it turns out they...
Threads. They bite?
Yeah, in some spot. Basically in that one too.
A tree. This might be a ficus. We'll hang a hammock here with you. And over there, look, it seems like some apricots are growing. Although maybe it's persimmon too. Yeah, the persimmons have already started to go bad. You can already smell the fermentation. Well, here they are. Still good ones.
Take a look at these. Here are some really fresh and delicious ones for you.
Come on, let's take them.
It popped.
Beautiful. There are so many of them.
Alright.
Do you hear that? That's it. It's over. My first harvest. Here's our shed. But it's locked. Of course, we have the key. We have a huge bunch of keys, and we still haven't figured out which one is for what. But honestly, there's not much of interest in the shed. I'll show you sometime. There are a lot of things in there too, lawnmowers and all sorts of other stuff. And here there's also this bench, a bench area with a roof. This is the part with our communal area, which is basically the entrance. This is our driveway. And over there, you can just drive in and leave your car. Because this is communal property. And this tree here is on our communal property as well, most likely. We need to take care of it since the neighbors nearby don't live here. Here's the shed, and next to it there's a bench with a roof. This is their typical setup, as I understand it, inside the courtyards, so people can sit and not be under the scorching sun. So basically that's the garden. The house columns. The whole house, as you can see. By the way, there used to be ivy here, they removed it, but the house itself is shabby. Naturally, all of this will need to be taken care of. From the garden side, we can paint it ourselves, but from the street side, we need permission, or the commune has to paint it. But for ourselves, we can make it look nice. Look, there's Venice here. Danil is over there talking about gas heating or something. I'm also interested to listen because he's mostly knowledgeable about what they were talking about there. His Italian is much better, so when the realtor, the notary, or the owner was saying something, he of course understood everything much better. That's why I think we need to shoot a video with him about the general characteristics of the house so I can tell you the whole truth. About the heating and all that. Oops. What year is it? Year 68. So it's that shiny one. We opened all the windows and you can hear everything. They put out the prettiest newspapers. It's just beautiful. I'm happy. How about you? I'm fine. I thought the neighbors, as if they would see us less. Something like that?
As a matter of fact.
Our house. Listen, Andre, it's exactly the same.
They are very similar.
They were probably inspired by this.
And you know, you can already see it here.
Alright, I'm gonna start cleaning. Spider droppings have been found right here, but not mice, not anyone else's. There's a spider over there. There are just a lot of dead spiders here, so it seems like it's from them. A lot of cobwebs. That's it. The first cleaning is done, guys.
Of course, who are these guys?
Some famous artist. We've got a painting here. Danil Luchati GPT, he's asking about it. There's some information about these artists. Who knows, maybe we've got some kind of Mona Lisa lying here. We'll sell it. Danil is checking the prices for these artists right now. There must be some kind of auctions, probably. If it's really valuable, it's unlikely to just be sold on eBay. These auctions are held for a special circle of people. We've got some slate and stools, and there's more in the shed. Wow, there's so much stuff in there. Cleanup time, the first cleaning in our house. Yeah, I'm really happy. Look, there are 2 cabinets like this here, and they have very interesting legs. It's as if they're dragon's feet. I measured the kitchen. 2.17, and up to the light switch, it's 2 meters. Overall, I came up with this, that the fridge will go right here. I've already picked it out. The kitchen set will be here. Ideally, it would be great to have the sink by the window here. Because right now, the plumbing is set up over there on that side, right here. And somehow, well, maybe that's fine. I don't know, but I don't really want that. By the way, the bells again. Looks like it's often. Not every...
In about 1 hour's time.
You think so? Time went by so fast. Oh, this is probably for pie. Look, a mold like this. Then there's another one over there. So ideally, of course, it would be best to put the sink here so everything is in one place. Then over there, you could put the washing machine, gas stove, refrigerator, and cabinets. Overall, it's a small kitchen like this. The dining area is actually considered to be in this part here. There's a large dining table here. We've already taken down the paintings. So you can eat here, or you can also eat outside. I also saw a table and chairs somewhere around here. By the way, do you know what else was here? White plastic loungers. Well, probably the realtor took them. Oh, wait, no, here it is. They are here. Here they are, I didn't notice them. Here are the sun loungers in lumps, like yellow ones. Wow, what a vase, look. Look what a find we found. The ticket is iron, like metallic. Opera Chaos. $10. Danila saw it somewhere, I don't see it. San Francisco. Well, they weren't rich, so where did they go? I feel cool here in the garden. I want to plant more here, probably at the level of this concrete here. There is concrete everywhere here, like they made a parking lot there too. Yeah, damn, I didn't want to plant flowers. I wanted to plant them right here at the entrance where the grass is so that there would be flowers. But here, by the way, we want to make a chill zone. I'll show you my model, which I made back when we first looked at the house. There's the land. Yeah. Exactly the way that I had wanted. These stones really are quite beautiful.
Maybe it actually looks nice here.
By the way, maybe it really does look nice. I just don't really like it. There's just concrete there, yeah, and gravel. I prefer everything to be more organic. But if we had those Italian classic stones here, it would be really great. Actually, it's already kind of rustic, I see. There's a flower bed here too. We'll plant flowers. It's actually quite cool here overall.
You could probably break up the concrete, but that's already
Kind of.
the last thing to do, sort of.
Yeah, we have so much to do in this house that flowers and concrete are way down the list. It's unlikely we'll get to that in the next year. That's more for next summer. At best. Yeah, exactly. And even then, only if we feel like it. This is probably the sewage system here. We're walking...
Around the property.
Yeah, walking around our property. There, the birds will go over there. Danila says, imagine, there are parrots sitting there. Green ones. How do they eat? Yeah, they eat our persimmons. I think those are some little blackbirds. But there are green parrots in this region. And there used to be an outdoor toilet here, by the way. Oh, look. A snail.
Yeah, no. Damn, well, come on, let's open it after all and see what's inside.
The shed?
Yeah.
Oh, well, we can look through the window. Turns out the window is broken. Here's your shed. There's even electricity in there, by the way. When they showed us the house 2 months ago, they trimmed all these bushes. By the way, this wasn't here before. There was a really heavy rain and wind recently, and that's probably why everything collapsed. It was a bit neglected here, but when we came to look, it was actually a bit better. Because they cleared all the grass here, it was much neater. There's a lot to clean up here too. And I wanted to say that here, you see, it's also like flower beds. All of this is laid out with little stones and bricks. It's very interesting. I love these little details. And here there are also some stones. Maybe there was something interesting here too. Oh, look, there are snails here. We're going to the shed now. Wow, it's so low there. Yeah. How
It follows the exact same pattern, as in the ratio of 4:2.
in these zones, it appears that the ancient stones of Ur can actually be fully repaired. I really wanted just some stones to make some flower beds.
Just look at how incredibly brutal it is.
It's a box. Who's that?
It's not clear. Oh my goodness, just look at what a sweet, precious, and tiny little Nojenka that is. Laughter.
Once again, them with you. Oh, a rake. Everything is so rustic. Look, right on the spot. Some kind of strange broom. A hose? So many shovels. Oh, and a lawnmower, by the way. A little suitcase. Look how old it is. That's for carrying kuchen. Ah, that's for the bike, right? Here's another cabinet with gadgets. Slate, bricks. Even some fence posts. Hey, it works. But it doesn't really look that old, actually. Does it? Of course, I don't really know much about this. Wow, you could make a countertop out of this.
Oh, glass.
More too. By the way, you could put the glass over there. Of course, it needs to be cut again, and some kind of concrete one.
Look, it's coming out.
Yeah, you could go out into the field with Prostok Vashino here.
How does he... Although...
Sticks.
Circular saws. That is the absolutely most fascinating part.
Yeah. Here the paint is being painted, but it's not green. As if it's empty. Like...
As if, yeah. Oh, you.
Oh, you. See, this is the summer vibe, the vibe of Sicily. Here you go. Here are the bells again. It's the third time for me, but we haven't been here for 3 hours, so I don't know. By the way, there are flowers here. When we bought the house, they bloomed. I don't know what kind of flowers they are, but they were very beautiful, pink ones. We went to buy pizza. It's very close here. Here, in principle, as I said, there are 3 streets in this city. We left the doors open and went to get pizza. We didn't get to the pizza place today because it was closed. Oh, pizzas. Pizza? He...
Alive, right?
Yes, and he works from 6 to 22.
Since 6?
Evenings, yes.
Interesting, of course.
Probably for takeout here. We're in IKEA. Look, here in these rooms, it's Italy. Milan is probably depicted. Yes, this is Milan. Cool. I just remember in Russia there were just different countries. I don't really remember Yekaterinburg. Kitchen. Wow, okay. We decided to celebrate our first official house viewing during the day and stopped by IKEA. We rarely go to IKEA, but we really like it here. It cost us 26 euros. I had the vegetarian meatballs and 2 cakes. Dano had the regular meatballs. I also got this juice to try, and there will be 2 coffees. Oh, and we had fish too. So yeah, it was really nice. I'm editing this vlog right now and I realize that I still feel it. These joyful, pleasant feelings from the fact that this is something brand new, something new in life, an interesting house that we waited for so long to see. Before this, we had only seen it a couple of times and then our imagination took over, how we would live there, how we would renovate. As you can see, there's a lot of renovation to do, but surprisingly, after just a couple of days, we already have water connected. And we've submitted an application for electricity. And it seems like they've already accepted it. So very soon, everything will be completely in our name. The only thing left is the issue with the gas, because it hasn't been used there for a long time now, since no one has lived in this house. It was used as a summer house. All right, I think you already know about the specific location, about the gas, the water, the heating. I need to make this video together with Danil. And not while I'm sick, because my head isn't working well. So after all, I want to make a separate video where to talk about everything in detail, how much more money we spent on notaries and realtors, because those are also additional expenses. There will be more videos and not just one. I'll be filming as we sort through all this junk, so I hope you're interested in this topic. Just like us, we're absolutely thrilled with the old house because we simply like it. I'm especially thrilled with all these vintage little things. I constantly go to flea markets. I mean, you can see how many vintage Italian fabrics I have. Anyway, once I recover, I'll tell you all about it and make a whole video with Daniil about all the prices and everything else. Bye bye, everyone. Until the next video, don't forget to subscribe.